questions on reincarnation.
Did you feel any different from normal Sally during the experience? Like the experience, like were you aware that it was happening, or were you kind of like semi like aware, semi like you didn't really know what was going on, and then it all kind of came together like whoa, or like how was the whole thing?
Well, if you have ever had a mystical experience, and the closest thing I could say for somebody in this dimension would be, say, an ayahuasca experience.
Okay.
Or a vision, what happens is that you float in and out. In other words, you have a moment of consciousness. Yes, I am here as who I am in this 3D world. And then you have a vision of where you slip out of this dimension and go entirely
into another.
And you have, yeah, you have a moment where you slip out of this dimension and into another and then back. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like they happen on top of one another. It's like pulling the curtain back. It's like looking out a window, and so if you pull the curtain back and you see out the window, and then you pull the veil back and you back here and you're aware of the inside of the room, and then you look out the window and there's the outside. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
He died a year ago, February, and I have had 2 psychics tell me that he's visited and that he has said certain things to me. And then I asked one psychic, I said, well, if his soul has gone there and now has been reborn into another body, is he able to then talk to, communicate with someone here? And then I was watching somebody else, and the same question came up, and the other person said the opposite, that, when the soul leaves to go into a body, that's it. You can't communicate. So I'm asking you,
Okay.
if you know.
Okay. I can speak from what my truth is. Okay, because it's like looking into a crystal. Depends on what side you're looking at. Everybody has a different perspective, and I don't know what religious or cultural background these people that you are getting information from have.
Yeah.
My information comes from a shamanic tradition, okay? And I know, what I know is what I came into this incarnation knowing, because I was born with this sense of spirit and this communication and a memory of being in the other life, okay? So this is my truth, all right? Now, what is your first name? I'm sorry? Kyla. Kyla. Okay. You in this incarnation, you are Kyla. Okay? Okay. But the true you, okay, the true you is a much bigger thing, all right? And this incarnation as Kyla is kind of like a little grain of sand in the ocean of all of your incarnations, because the true you, right, the full you is the ocean. Right? And you're experiencing this little grain of sand because you've decided to incarnate as Kyla. And you've got so many incarnations, just like so many grains of sand that fill the ocean. Right. Now, so if you are the ocean, okay,
Yes.
and your husband that you incarnated with in this lifetime as Kyla decided you're married, and now he's no longer in this incarnation, he's the ocean too, right? He's his ocean. Right? Okay. So now, as the ocean, okay, you can be many things. You can create a wave in the ocean, which is separate from the ocean, and yet it is still a wave, right? But it's part of the ocean. The ability to communicate as the ocean with that grain of sand, in other words, your wonderful husband, who's now in spirit, he's in the ocean, okay? He can tap into that grain of sand easily because he's the ocean and he knows the sand. But that grain of sand does not know itself as the ocean.
Of course.
All right? But the ocean can look simultaneously at many grains of sand. So therefore, your husband, who is the ocean in spirit, can incarnate in another lifetime because there is no linear time, right? So all these lifetimes are happening on top of each other because the ocean is not just one grain of sand, it's billions, and they're all together, right? Happening together.
Okay.
And that's kind of what life is, okay? So yes, the answer, my knowledge, my foundation of truth is absolutely, because just think of it this way.
I think I really know where you're
You
at.
get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
But you can
Okay.
finish that.
So the other thing too is that it's being able to tap into another lifetime, again, as above, so below. We have everything in this world of the 3D world that is mirrored of what we can be in the 5D. It's eternal. But think of it this way.
Yeah.
What are the clues of how it works, how the universe, because everything that operates here is the same, it's just on a lower scale. So in the same way that you can remember what you did at when you were 8 years old at your birthday party, remember back then? Okay, oh yeah, what I did when I was 8 years old. Or you can remember that first kiss,
Sure.
okay? That ability to remember is the same as the spirit, ocean, your husband's ability to tap into you, the grain of sand in this incarnation, because it is his memory, but it's more than a memory because a memory contains energy, which is a vibrational frequency, but in spirit, you actually can be that. In other words, you can re-enter the energetic frequency field, therefore he can communicate with you in spirit, even though he is also the ocean, simultaneously having another life experience because it's a memory. You can think of two memories at the same time, right? Get it?
Right.
Isn't that logical?
No, it is logical. You know,
Sally Rice, once
it
again.
is- It is so logical.
I
Seriously.
mean, it's
You
logical.
put it very, very well. And I understand.
And it's backed up by science, too. What I love is that we can present the scientific proof now of all these things. It's like, neener, neener.
Yeah, no, it's great. That's great.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope I helped you.
probably have a lot more questions, but unfortunately I have.
Okay.
time. Okay, thank
All
you
right.
so much. Okay.
And there's that question. This is for you, Natalie, one of my wonderful clients who I have been with for a couple years now. She asked me this question, and so I'm answering it for you, Natalie. So Natalie is from Russia, and she is an Orthodox Catholic, and her question was about saints, and she explained to me that in Russia, a lot of people go to the churches and they pray to a saint, and then the saint will answer their prayers, and whatever it is, if it's for an illness or better luck financially or whatever, a lot of people believe that it is indeed the energy or the spirit of the saint that is coming back to help them. So Natalie's question is that true? Do saints have the power to come back and help us from the other side? Or what is that energy, and what is what is that all about? Okay. Once again, I have to say that my philosophy, what I understand to be true, is from a shamanic perspective. And the shamanic perspective, baseline, okay, is that everything is connected. We are all one system. What is in the heavens and all the other dimensions operates by one set of rules that is the same for this dimension. The biblical reference is as above, so below, okay? So when we tap into source, healing, prayers, we've been cured of a disease, it doesn't really matter, and I'm going to talk about saints in particular, but it doesn't really matter whether we're praying to St. Ignatius or Mother Teresa or Buddha, okay? Because if it is just one system, okay, what we're tapping into is the energetic force that governs all things, this one big unit that we are part of. So Natalie, I hope that helps you, and when you are speaking to the saints, and for also those people who do truly believe that they are connecting with the saints, that's awesome. But remember too that energy never dies, and that you are connected to source directly. And so when your intention, whether it be praying to a saint or again whatever it might be, when you set your energetic intention to connect to something that is mystical, that is something out of this dimension, and you are intending to create a spiritual response, then you are actually activating your dynamic, psychic, intuitive powers to open up your own ability to tap into that force. So it's also you, right? You are connected to source in the same way that the saints are. So you are as powerful as that. Okay, hope that helps. Bye everybody. Come visit us at Agape Costa Rica and SallyRicePsychic.com. And don't forget to check out those videos on reincarnation. Okay.